Hey, good afternoon, guys. It's Friday, just after lunch, and I wanted to stop in and show you some products that I'm going to be playing with this weekend, hopefully if the weather holds out. First thing on the list was the Ima Dabeat. The Ima Dabeat is a small frog made in Japan, and it looks something like this. It's got a small profile. It's about as small as the Booyah Pad Crasher Jr. It's got a really long dressing on the back. I'll probably cut those off a little bit, maybe to somewhere in there, but it's got a really good profile, and I think it's going to draw up some of those smaller fish that may not take a shot at the frog normally. And another frog that kind of went the other direction in size that I picked up was the Booyah Toad Runner. And if you guys have been following frogs and you're into Teckle Sprinker frogs, you can see that this has that back little dangly boot that will flip-flop through the water and give you that whopper-plopper sound. And this has kind of a fatter profile, so in comparison, you can kind of see the size differences. These frogs are a little bit different in size, and I hope to be using those soon. Now, hottest on the list for me is a new reel. I got a new reel from Lews. It's the Lews Tournemant MB speed spool. So it's not like the lowest speed spool, it's not the highest speed spool version, it's kind of in the middle. It's one that's been around for about a year and a half, and a lot of people would be saying, well, why are you buying a reel that's probably a little long in the tooth and it's ready to go out? The thing I liked about this reel was it had so many reviews and so many positive reviews that it just seems solid, and that's what I'm looking for, something that's going to last for a couple years, that's going to really hold out and do the trick for what I like to do. And I put together a gear or rigging that was going to be more my everyday fishing rod. I didn't go with the medium heavy. I went with the Kastking. It's called the Kastking Speed Demon Pro or something like that off of Amazon. Gets great reviews, won a couple of awards. And this one, they have all different types of rods. They dial them in by crankbait rod, shaky head rod, I don't know, spinnerbait rod, chatterbait rod, and you've got all these different rod levels in there. So what I went for was, it's called the 7-foot spinnerbait rod, and it's got a medium action fast tip. So I like the fast tip, I like the medium action, I like a little more bend in my rod, and I like to use a lot of top water, so that's going to be perfect for that. But it's got enough backbone. I think I can throw some of these small frogs and set hooks with no problem. And then the speed spool, I put 30-pound braid on there, and that's going to be my general setup for just kind of everyday walk around fishing. And then I got a couple medium heavy rods and some other gear if I need to do some heavy frogging or something like that. So just wanted to share that with you. I haven't really done an official review, but you can kind of get a close-up of the setup. Kind of a cool looking rig. Just a real basic looking reel. The rod is real sexy though. The handle is nice. Everything about this rod is nice, and it's super light, and it's got exactly the feel I wanted. I wanted to step up from, I had a cherrywood medium, which is a little floppy, and I wanted to step up from that cherrywood medium and get a little bit stiffer rod with a little faster tip, but still not have too much, I didn't want a broom handle, like the other day I was fishing topwater with the medium heavy, and I feel like those hooks bent because I was using such a stiff rod, and the hooks were a little bit weak too. So anyway, just a couple things I'm playing with. Wanted to share those with you, and hopefully I get them out on the water. And I will do an official review on the rod and reel setup. It'll be the Kastking Speed Demon Pro rod, and it'll be the Lews Tournament MB left-handed baitcaster. So stay tuned. Thanks.